So we use different types of regression in order to model situations. So in 1I, we're looking at quadratic regression. So our example here says U.S. online spending on Cyber Monday for 2005 through 2014 is listed in the following table. So you can see that the years are listed in the first column, and then the amount of money spent in millions is listed in the second column. And part A says use regression to find a quadratic function, C of x, that can be used to estimate Cyber Monday spending X years after 2005. So what this means when it says X years after 2005 is that it wants us to think of the year 2005 as our year where X equals 0. Okay? So if I look at my first column here, what that means is in 2005, my X value is 0. In 2006, it's 1 because it's 1 year since 2005. And then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So what we need to do is we're going to actually put this into our graphing calculator. So you want to pull up your graphing calculator. Okay, and we're going to press the stat key. Okay, in the stat key, we've got edit highlighted, so we're going to press enter. And now we're going to list, we're going to put this first column here, these X values in blue, into L1. So I'm going to do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I've got all my values. You can scroll back up, make sure that we didn't mess any up. All right, so now once we're done with that, we're going to go to the right, one column to the right, so L2, and this is where we're going to input the stuff that's here in the second column. We're just going to say 484. We know all these values are in millions, but instead of putting all the zeros and making our life more difficult, we're just going to put in those values there, okay? Okay, so again, you want to scroll back through, make sure that you didn't mess any numbers up, because again, this is important because if once we've run the regression, it's not going to come out if we don't have it right. So once you put in your list 1 and list 2, you're going to quit. So we're going to do second quit. And now I need to actually run the regression. And so we want to run quadratic regression. So you're going to press stat again, go over to calc, and then I'm going to go down to quad regression. Okay. Now, what this tells me is that it's written, the equation comes out in ax squared plus bx plus c form, meaning standard form. And these are my values for a, b, and c. So we're going to round everything to the nearest tenth. So my function that I get is c of x equals 13.9x squared plus 37.9x plus 540.9. Okay, so how do we use this? Well, if we look at part B, it says use the function found in number 1 to estimate the Cyber Monday spending in 2018. So that would be this coming Cyber Monday, which is, what is it, the Monday after Thanksgiving is what they consider it. So what we're doing is we're going to use this function here to predict the amount of money spent. So first of all, we need to identify what value we're going to plug in for x. So remember, x equaling 0 was for the year 2005. So I'm going to take 2018 minus 2005, which gives me 13 years has passed. So I'm going to say x equals 13. So now using my function here, I want to know what the amount of money spent on Cyber Monday. So I'm going to plug 13 in for x. So I've got 13.9 times 13 squared plus 37.9 times 13 plus 540.9. Now, if I plug all this into my calculator and I calculate it out, I get a value of 3,382 million dollars is what's predicted based upon my model to be spent on Cyber Monday in the year 2018.